السلام عليكم. الله يعطيكم العافية. اليوم إن شاء الله رايحين نبدأ بدرس جديد. Now we're going to talk about passive voice, especially present continuous passive and past continuous passive. Okay? But before we start with your textbook, let us first move to what? To the rule itself. Okay? Here we have the rule of passive, especially present continuous and past continuous passive. Now let's start. Before we start, this is actually, guys, grammar unit 9. Okay, grammar unit 9. Okay, let's see. In passive voice first, we have, this is the active form and the passive form. Present continuous active, it is actually, as you know, it is what? Is, are, am, with or without not, verb ing. When we change it into passive, it becomes what? Is, are, am, with or without not, being verb 3, or the past participle, okay? Now, look at this example. She is writing a story. So, a story is what? Is being written, okay? You can say by her or without by her. This is up to you, okay? Like this, okay? So, this one, you can add it or delete it. And here, another example. They aren't building a house. A house, you know, it is what? It is singular, actually. So, you say a house isn't being built. Like this, okay? And this is the past participle of the verb build. Now, in past continuous passive, we have what? It is somehow the same. Was, were, with or without not, verb ing. This is the active voice, okay? The normal form. And this is the passive from it. So we change it into this one. Was, were, with or without not, being verb 3. For example, my friend was watching a film. A film, what? Was being watched by my friend or without by my friend? By my friend, okay? And another example that we have here, we were copying an article. So an article, this one is singular, was being copied, copied by us or without by us, okay? So, guys, let's move after we had a look at the form of passive voice from the present continuous and the passive voice from the past continuous. Now let's move to your textbook. Everybody now open your student's box, page 92, as you see here, okay, on exercise 1. Now, in exercise 1, I need you what? To do the following. You need to what? To read this text, okay, and try to comprehend it well and understand the basic ideas of this text, and to have a look at what? To have a look at passive forms that we have here, like was being used, here are being drawn, here is being designed, and so on. Okay? Now, let's move to exercise 2. After you finish exercise 1, move to exercise 2 and try to answer these questions. Stonehenge is situated in the northwest of England. Is this true or false? Actually, it is false. The right answer is what? False. It is situated in the southwest of England. Okay? The next one. We do not know everything about its history. Yeah, this is true. So the first one is false. The second one is true. And we don't have anything to add since it is true. Okay? We know that 5,000 years ago it was being used as a temple. Is that right? Let's see. It is false. It is being used as a burial site. Okay? Here we have the visitors center is too small. Is this true? Yeah, actually, yeah, it's true. Okay? The next one, number 5, a new visitor center is being planned closer to the stones. Is this true? No, it is false. A new visitor center is being planned 2.5 kilometers from the stones, okay? And the last one is what? Number 6. The new culture is being designed without cafes and shops. Is that right? No, actually it is not right. It is being designed with cafes and shops, also educational facilities and a large car park, okay? Now let's move to what? To exercise 3, okay? And this one is, remember, you need to read it, and it is the same thing that we've just said 5 minutes ago. The form of present continuous passive, like this one, are being counted, here is being built, and so on, okay? And we talked about using by. If you need to add who did the action, or let me call it the agent, okay, you can use by. But if you didn't tell the reader who's the agent or who's the subject, you delete by, okay? So passive, guys, basically we delete the subject, we omit the subject. You know what I mean by omit? Omit means what? يحذف, نشطب, يعني هيك, okay? Now change these sentences, use the passive, okay? Like, someone is driving the car too fast. Look at this one. The car is being driven too fast. The next one. They are renovating the palace. The answer is what? The palace is being renovated, okay? The second one. They are drawing up plans. Here, the passive is what? Plans are being drawn up, and so on. Number 4, some people are making wild promises. This one, wild promises are being made. Now, I need you, for the following one, to do them with your own hands. Some people are breaking the law. Someone is organizing a party. They are putting up decorations. And here, the law, and you have a space here to write up down your answer, and a party, and you have this space for you, and decorations, and you have this space for you, okay? This one is considered as homework, guys. Number 5, 6, and 7, they are homework for you to do them on your own. Now let's move to exercise 4. In exercise 4 also, guys, here we have what? Here we have just to remind you of what? Of the past continuous passive. And you know it is actually was, were, being, verb 3, okay? And you need to read this information and what? And remind yourself of the past continuous passive. Now let's move to this exercise. Change these sentences, use the passive, okay? Just like the one that we've did here, okay? Just like it, but here we use what? We use past continuous passive, not present continuous passive, okay? Just like, at midnight, someone was playing loud music. At midnight, loud music was being played. For example, people were singing songs, okay? Here, these are the answers. Songs were being sung, okay? Number 3, some people were telling jokes. Here, jokes were being told. Number 4, 5, and 6, I need you what? To do them as a homework for you. Here we have 200 years ago, people were farming this land. They were growing wheat and cotton. Number 6, someone was ringing a bell. And here we have this land, and you have a space here. Wheat and cotton, you have a space here. And a ball, you have a space here. Okay? Now, in the last exercise, guys, exercise 5, it is just the one before it, but here in a form of a question and answer. For example, who is organizing the competition? Here, a magazine. You need to make it into passive. Just like what? Look at this one. Who's organizing the competition? A magazine. Okay? The competition is being organized by a magazine. It is the same way here. Who is judging the entries? A team of experts. Here, what? Look at this answer. The entries are being judged by a team of experts. Okay? It is in this way. The next one, guys. Who's choosing the winner? A university professor. So here, look at this one. How I answered it. A winner is being chosen by a university professor, and so on. I need you to what? To follow up the same way in the following questions. Number 4, who's presenting the prizes? A celebrity. A celebrity معناتها شخص مشهور يعني هيك. And what was damaging the crops اللي هو insects اللي حشرات يعني. And do it in the same way. Who was buying this product? Teenage girls. And here are what? The beginnings for you. The first one, the prizes, and you need to do it the same way of 1, 2, and 3. The groups, okay, this product, and you can get help from anyone who's older, okay? Now, after we've done with your student book, now let's move to your what? To your workbook, to the exercise that we have in your workbook. Now, I need you to go to Unit 9, okay? Unit 9 workbook, page 88, as you see here, okay? Now, follow up with me with these with these exercises, and by the way, they are the same way of the previous one, just like the exercise that we had in your student's book, okay? We have not a big difference, okay? Now, here you have rewrite the sentences, use the present continuous passive. It's just in the same way, guys. Here we have people are ignoring the rules are being ignored. It is the same rule. Is, are, and being verb 3 or past participle. People are cutting down the forests are being cut down. It's the same way. We don't have any difference, guys. So remember, present continuous passive is actually is, are, and being, and verb 3 or the past participle. Someone is selling this land. This land is being sold. They're building new houses. New houses are being built. Okay? Someone is planning an expedition. An expedition is being planned. And you know what you mean by expedition? لرحلة علمية. Okay? Now, rewrite the sentences, use the past continuous passive. It is just in the same way. We use past continuous passive. And to remind you, it is what was, were, being, verb 3 or past participle. Just like this one. All day yesterday, they were cleaning the house. All day yesterday, the house was being cleaned. Okay? Now, look at this one. People were tidying their rooms. Rooms were being tidied. Now, people were sweeping the floor. The floors were being swept. They were polishing the furniture, and I need you to continue this one. Of course, using was, were, being, verb 3. Okay? It is not a big deal, or it is not a very difficult thing, by the way. They were preparing a fine meal. A fine meal, okay? Actually, this one is a fine, not a final. A fine meal, and you need to continue this one. And here, guys, just like exercise 5 that we did in your student's book, is just like a question with an answer, and in the answer you need to use what? To use passive voice. Look at this example. Who's taking the tests? The whole school. The tests are being taken by the whole school. Look at this one. What is making that loud noise? Okay, the wind. That loud noise is being made by the wind, and so on. Who's using these buildings? The university. These buildings are being used by the university. Look at this one. These buildings, okay? The loud noise. The tests, okay? The tests are being taken by the whole school. That loud music is being made by the wind. These buildings are being used by the university, and so on. And we have here, who was riding the horse? A young boy. So the horse, and I need you to continue in the same way. And the last one, who was buying the souvenirs? Japanese tourists. So the souvenirs, and I need you to continue and then add by Japanese tourists, and so on. And the last exercise, guys, exercise 4. Now, what do we need from this exercise actually? Write a sentence about each picture using the present continuous passive. We need to use what? The present continuous passive. And this one depends on you. It's up to you. This is your language, and you need to build up the suitable sentences for what? For the past, or the present, the present continuous passive. So I repeat, it's up to you. It is your own answer, okay? Now look at this one. So I did the first one for you in order to know what kind of ways you can do this exercise, and it is very easy, by the way. Okay, look at this one. Number one, you see a cat that is chasing a mouse. So you need to use passive. I won't say what a cat is chasing a mouse. No, you say what? The mouse is being chased by the cat. Okay, the other one, a girl and birds. Okay, and she's actually is feeding them. And here we have tourists, okay, or people, and we have this one. And so we have tourists and what? And a view. And you need to add what, or to construct a sentence using present continuous passive, okay? And that's it for today. And don't forget to complete the exercises that I told you during this video, okay? And to ask me if you have any question about this one. والله يعطيكم العافية.